What's going on, guys? Bob here, bringing you some more Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Just a few things I wanted to talk about. Mostly about the Battlefield 3 beta. I was just playing that, and holy crap, this is fucking awesome. Just in case you didn't really read the description of my last video, turns out I can still use the beta on my Xbox. The thing that happened with my friend in the PS3, apparently, I guess, either didn't happen or I can use it on both consoles. I'm pretty sure I just fucked up on my part, and turns out it's not. I don't have it on my PSN account, but whatever. That doesn't really matter. Also, another thing of this video that you'll notice is that there will be lots of restarts and fails, and just it looks like I'm having a frustrating time, but that's just how I play Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, at least up to the fourth one. The fourth one is a bit different. Well, that's what I started to change it to the style of the Tony Hawk Underground games and stuff. But yeah, it's basically just trial and error, trial and error, trial and error till you get a cool run, I guess. But the other goals I'm going for here is just the score ones. I still can't find all the money on this place. There's somewhere I'm missing. I don't friggin' know, but whatever. Back to Battlefield 3, and yeah, I was kind of shitting my pants ever since I heard there was the beta, pretty much. Unfortunately for me, I'm pretty sure I've said this in a previous video, but I'm just gonna say it again. I really wish I was able to actually purchase Battlefield 2 and enjoy that in its prime, but unfortunately I just played it a couple times, at a friend's place, and I rented it. I don't know, this sucks. Really, I really enjoyed that. But luckily now I'll be able to buy Battlefield 3 with the new work that I just recently got myself into. But for the beta itself, I think it's a pretty fun beta. It's not the best beta I've ever played before, but it's definitely not the worst. Actually, I've only played 3 betas, so that's really not much of a competition. I've played Halo Reach beta, Battlefield 3, and Medal of Honor. And I would say Halo Reach had to be my favorite beta so far. I was just blown away for Halo Reach beta, but then they nerfed the pistol, and I was like, aww. I was seriously bummed out at that. But whatever, I still like the game. And Medal of Honor, well, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just I'm comparing it to Battlefield 3 and friggin' Halo Reach is friggin' 2 really good betas. So back on topic here. So started with Battlefield 3. You know, I get my first kill, I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. Get my second kill, it's a fucking triple spray, I'm like, holy crap. And that's set the mood for everything. It was just really awesome, I found. But that's just because I was going into it knowing that I would really like the beta, you know. I wasn't going into it being like, I don't know what this is gonna be. I already knew, it's Battlefield, it's gonna be fun. And I think that positive attitude really helps a lot with actually just doing well in the matches. I don't know. I don't recall one game where I had a negative KD, and that's just because I was running around the first section of the map where you're in the field, and the 2 bombs are in the courtyard. Yeah, I was running around that field with the shotgun. I was like, let's see what kind of shit I can fuck up. And then I go 0-7. I'm like, well, apparently I'm not fucking up a lot of shit today. Then I get a 5 kill streak. So that was an interesting game, I guess. Also, I figure everybody who subscribed to me has already heard the whole how good the Battlefield 3 beta spiel is from everybody else. But you know what? I want to talk about it. I'm not gonna let anybody stop me, because I'm obviously doing it right now. Ha! I win. Take that. So, anyways, first problem. I kind of introduced that topic a little harshly, so to speak. There were issues with the beta. That's just because it is a beta. Every beta will have glitches. If you go to a beta and you're like, what the fuck? It's animation glitches everywhere, and I'm glitching through stuff. This is stupid. I'm never gonna play this game ever again. You're mentally handicapped or something. I don't know. Go fap or something. Make yourself feel better. But yeah, there's those. If for anyone who's had played it yet and has the legendary whatever edition of Medal of Honor and had the early beta trial, you know about the clipping issues, or if you've seen it in other videos, there's lots of clipping issues. And what clipping is that you're walking somewhere, like rubbing against like a wall or something like that, and in this case it's the ground, so you're always going to be touching the ground. Clipping is like when you start glitching through a wall with contact in it. Like say if you rub against a wall in a glitchy game, you start like warping through the wall, and that's what happens on the first section of the map. It's the worst. Actually, I think it's the only part that I've noticed that has this clipping problem, but just the first section of the map in general, especially near the A bomb, and there's this random ass hill, but I think it's near the B bomb, that if you go prone and start crawling around, there's a good chance like you'll get stuck through the map, and if that happens, you're kind of fucked. I don't know, like there is ways to get out of it, but if you do get stuck, then you have to like kill yourself. Actually, one time I clipped under the map and it just like counted as like falling and dying. It was really weird. So yeah, that's probably the biggest issue with graphics. There's also like smaller things like when you're prone, it looks like you're floating. Like if you look directly at the ground and you're prone, it looks like you're floating. And when you vault over something and you're looking down at your feet, it looks like your chest is like going through you. It's weird. As for weapons and such, not too much on the overpowered scale. Just as a personal preference, the light machine guns, compared to the other classes of gun, are definitely not up to par. I think they're not that they're weak, it's just that their recoil compared with their damage, it just doesn't work. It's too weak for the amount of recoil that it has. Although you can use bipods on these light machine guns, which does like immensely help the recoil, but I found it hard as hell to use the bipod. Just like the button, like you have to like double tap the aim button or something when you're on like a flat surface. It's really weird to use. I don't see why they didn't just make it like left on the D-pad and there you go. It doesn't exactly work like that, which kind of aggravated me. Like I hardly use the light machine guns. Like it's just not much point compared to the other classes, and what you can use them for. There's really no point. Eventually you unlock the PP2000, which if you've played Modern Warfare 2 is the machine pistol, and if you've played every other Bad Company is just a submachine gun. That thing I find is the overpowered gun of the beta. Like it's no recoil, and that thing just like fucks shit up. It's a virtual rape machine. It's probably it's the equivalent of the UMP in Modern Warfare 2, if I guess I were to compare and such. Like the only I guess gimp of the PP2000 is its small clip, but like I'm sure that's what they're going for. They gave it a lot of power because of the small clip, but they gave it too much power, you know, like amp up the recoil or just weaken it or something like that. Probably amp up the recoil actually, because if you make it weak with a 20 round clip, that would just be a big pain in the ball sack. So yeah, this is coming to a close. Those are the important things I wanted to talk about for the beta, and thank you for watching. Catch you guys later.